Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Jai Shila Gurudev ki Jai, Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Lord Nityananda Ram ki Jai, Shri Lord Nityananda's Transcendental Appearance Day Mahotsav ki Jai. Shri Naitai Gaur Chandra Premanande. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, today we are discussing about Lord Nityananda Prabhu. But his appearance day, when was the appearance day in New Zealand? When was the appearance day in New Zealand? Who knows this, please?
On Friday, bro.
Which is the
Third.
3rd of February, 2023. And we're on Sunday, so we're very close there. So it's a very exciting day, great day, and it is the most important day. Now, please, if you can show your face, moonlight faces, that's very wonderful. You know me, I like to see people's moonlight faces, So please, if you can do so, it'll be wonderful. Now, and we'll have some interactivity as well in this. So today's discussion, we discuss about Lord Nityananda, and then I would like to sing 2 different bhajans, very beautiful bhajans. One is of glorifying Lord Nityananda and why he should be, what happens with his glorification, what happens with the love, if you love Lord Nityananda, what happens to us. And the second thing will be, the second kirtan would be that of what he likes to do, his activities that he wants to do, he's doing, and he wants all of us to do. Okay, so we'll have now the discussion first part. Sorry, excuse me, I have to respond to one devotee asking me a question. So I'm just responding to the person. Right, now, Lord Nityananda Prabhu is actually the non-different than Lord Balaram. Lord Balaram, who is the Swayam Prakash of Krishna, he is expansion of Krishna. So Lord Nityananda is the same expansion of Krishna. Krishna came in the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this Kali Yuga, just in 486 years ago. Yeah, that's right. 486 years ago. So in the year 1486, excuse me, he came in the year 1486. Which is how many years? Just calculate it. How many years? With a change. Anyone can do that, please? That's 537 years. It happened now. Yeah, so now it's 536. So it'll be 537 years in Gaur Purnima. Yeah. So in the year 1486 is when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, and Lord Nityananda appeared. He appeared 12 years before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So appeared in the year 1474. And Nityananda Prabhu appeared in a very beautiful place. Of course, in Bengal, in the district of Birbhum. See, Mahaprabhu appeared in Nadia district. Where it has rivers, beautiful. And Nityananda Prabhu appeared in Birbhum, modern day Birbhum district, in a place called Ekachakra. So we have lost our heart in Ekachakra. Mayapur, of course, you lose your heart. You lose everything in Mayapur, So Ekachakra, where Lord Nityananda appeared, he appeared as a son of Padmavati Devi and Hadai Pandit. Very nice, very famous personality. As he appeared, it is still, like Mayapur is very developed now. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's places are very much, exemplified and showed and preserved, and, big monuments are made. Whereas in Ekachakra, it's majority Muslim population, like same in Mayapur. Now there is a temple now in ISKCON temple, but there's a Gaudiyama temple there. Place to stay is not very distinct. It's a bit austere, but very nice. It's very rural, fields everywhere. And it is also a place where different other pastimes have happened. It's a place where in Mahabharata, when Krishna lifted that chakra, to fight against Bhishma, and he threw it. So he threw it, it came here. That's the place. That's why it's called Ekachakra. You can find, you'll be surprised to know, the navel cord of Lord Nityananda after his birth, when you cut the navel cord, it is buried and kept in a place, in a small monument, just by the roadside. You can go there and embrace the whole thing. So before it becomes a big monument, let's do it. There's also a place where Pandavas, of course, with Mahabharata, so Pandavas also stayed there. There are many, many pastimes there of it. Now, Hadai Pandit was very attached to his son, Nityananda. And everyone in the village of Ekachakra, Nityananda became their heart and soul, because they are Nitya Bhaktas, all of them. And he would do his childhood pastimes there, and people would just love it. He was especially fond of doing dramas, and he was very fond of doing dramas of where Lord Balaram's place happens. He plays Lord Balaram. And one of the times he would be so engrossed in the dramas that he actually stopped breathing. In the pastimes with in Ramayana, with Krishna is where Lord Balaram, Lakshman is fallen, motionless. He became that way. So news spread, and everybody came running to Ekachakra to say, what happened to our Nitai, Nitai, what happened to Nitai? And slowly, as they chanted Krishna's name, he came back into external consciousness. There are many, many pastimes of Lord Nityananda. Many, many pastimes. Lord Nityananda, His Holiness Janand Maharaj always gives one example. I'll refer that. He always says that he met one person in India, and he said that it is true that even modern days, there are dramatists, people who do dramas. They become so involved in doing dramas that they actually take the part, and while performing the part of that particular, role, they actually live into that role. It has happened. It has happened. And he said this example that one person had said that in his family, about 100 or 140 years ago, there was one person in his family, one person was saying, he was playing the role of Lord Nrsingadev, in the drama. And in the role, he actually, when the time came to go and tear off the stomach of Hiranyakashipu, this Nrsingadev, the person who was acting as Lord Nrsingadev, he actually tore off the stomach of Hiranyakashipu, and he died. The remote intestines also. So the person actually died. There's a police case. And in the police case that happened, they could prove, the defense lawyer, that he was not himself. He was acting as Lord Nrsingadev and he became Lord Nrsingadev. Actually, he was in that role so much. And the court allowed him to be free. Just imagine this. This happens only in India. This happens only in India. But I'll tell you what happened. Some years later on, he was again acting in a drama of Ramayana. And he became Dashrath, the father of Lord Ram. And when Lord Ram had to leave, Dashrath could not bear, he died, right? This person died on the stage, feeling the separation. He actually fell down, died on the stage at Dashrath. Just imagine. This is a true story. So this is how Lord Nityananda, he is a very colorful personality. Like Balram is very contradictory personality, When Krishna, even in Kurukshetra, Lord Balram supported that not Yudhishthira, although he loved Yudhishthira, and he was one of the personality only who said, I'm not going to participate in this fight. It's no good fighting for the family. But Krishna supported. He was there with Pandavas, you see. He supported Kauravas there, Similarly, Lord Nityananda has many, many pastimes like this. So one of his devotees who had made nice arrangements, Lord Nityananda created a big festival, Panihati festival, which also happens. We should also do Panihati festival, of Lord Nityananda, with very nice sweet milk rice and yogurt and big feast, So what happened was, as Hare Pandit, being the father of Lord Nityananda, was very, very loving to his son. He could not bear his separation. One day, an unnamed sannyasi came. His name is still not available. It's lost in history. So an unnamed sannyasi came traveling to Ekachakra. As he came to Ekachakra, and he met, Hare Pandit. He was a very famous personality as a Pandit, Actually, his surname was Ojha. We got Ojha surname. The surname was Ojha. Hare Ojha. Became Pandit, He was very famous. So he came to his home. Hare Pandit welcomed him, made him sit down, have big feast. And the sannyasi looked at the beautiful Lord Nityananda, Nitai. He could not take his eyes off that boy. So after everything was done, Hare Pandit asked, what can I do for you? As a gesture, He says, give me your son. I'm going to pilgrimage. He can assist me. Oh, my God. This is what he asked the sannyasi. And Hare Pandit had to fulfill this obligation. He was completely heartbroken to this, for his request. But anyway, Lord Nityananda, Nitai, convinced his father to say, it doesn't matter, let me go. I also want to see this. Ultimately, everything is his will that happens. So in Kurukshetra, if you read Bhagavatam, it is mentioned where Lord Balaram went, to places of pilgrimage. He even went to Naimisharanya. And there's a pastime where he also met the father of Sudha Goswami, Rama Maharshi. But anyway, that's another story, another pastime. But Lord Nityananda went to all these places of pilgrimage where Lord Balaram had gone. And like this, one day he came to the place, famous pilgrimage place in the western part of India, in Maharashtra, called Pandharpur. So Lord Nityananda lived in Pandharpur. And in Pandharpur, he met Lakshmipati Tirtha, the great personality. And he himself told the Lakshmipati Tirtha that you will initiate me, Lord Nityananda, and with this particular mantra. So Lakshmipati Tirtha initiated him in Pandharpur. Now there are some who say that he was initiated by Madhavendra Puri Prabhu. Madhavendra Puri. Some who say is initiated by Lakshmipati Tirtha. So the mantra was given by Lakshmipati Tirtha. So Nityananda was 12 years older to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Nityananda met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Mahaprabhu was 20 years old, not before that. So that means Lord Nityananda was 32 years old when he met. So they've grown up by the time. They're looking for each other. And on the instructions of Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda assumed the role of the spiritual master of all living beings. And he played a major part in spreading the Yuga Dharma, the Sankirtan movement, all over Gaudiya Desh, Bengal, Odisha, etc., on the instructions of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's where the famous Jagai and Madhai deliverance came, where Lord Nityananda's head was broken when they came to preach to them. They just chant, and they couldn't. He broke his head. And Mahaprabhu came to kill them with Swaran Chakra. Lord Nityananda requested him, please, you're not come here to kill. Whom are you going to kill? Everybody is like this only. Nobody is as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So please, forgive them, give them benediction. So that is the reason why, to receive the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna, and to enter into the conjugal love, the rasa dance, we require Nityananda Prabhu's assistance. It is Lord Nityananda Prabhu who recommends, and Radharani who will accept this. So recommendation goes to Nityananda Prabhu. It is very important. Remember this. So now we will sing a kirtan, which is about the importance and glorification of Lord Nityananda. This is from the teachings to the mind, from Prarthana. Now, Sanjay Babu, can you please share the screen, please? We're saying that first one, teachings to the mind from Prarthana. Krishnadas? Okay, thank you. Here we go. Nitai pada kamala Koti chandra Sisutala. Sing. Nitai pada kamala Koti Chandra Sishitala Jechai Jagata Jura Jura Jechai Jagata Jura Heno Nitai Dine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai Dridha Kori Dharo Nitai Pai Dridha Kori Dharo Nitai Pai. So, the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one, but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it will be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Se sambandha nai ja. Repeat. Se sambandha nai ja. Vrita janma gelata. Please. Vrita janma gelata. Se pashu goro durachar. Se pashu goro durachar. Nitai na bolelo mukhe. Nitai na bolilo mukhe. Majilo sansara sukhe. Vidya kule ki koribe tar. Nitai na bolilo sukhe. Repeat. Nitai na bolilo sukhe. Majilo samsara sukhe. Majilo samsara sukhe. Vidya kule ki koribe tar. Vidya kule ki koribe tar. Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal because he never uttered the holy name of Nityananda. He has become merged into so-called material happiness. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? Ahankara matiya hoya. Ahankare mata hoya. Nitai pada pasariya. Nitai pada pasariya. Asatyere satya korimani. Asatyere satya kori mani. Nitaya karuna hobe. Nityer karuna hobe. Braje Radha Krishna Pabe, Braje Radha Krishna Pabe, Dharo Nitai Chara Dukhani, Dharo Nitai Charana Dukhani. Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? I don't care. The result is that he is accepting something false to be truth. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful toward you, then you'll be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Nitaya Charana Satya. Repeat. Nitaya Charana Satya. Tahar Sevaka Nitya. Tahar Sevaka Nitya. Nitai Pad Sada Koro Asha. Nitai Pad Sada Koro Asha. Narottama Borodukhi. Narottama Borodukhi. Nitai More Kore Sukhi. Nitai More Koro Sukhi. Rakho Ranga Charanera Pasha. Rakho Ranga Charanera Pasha. The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are not illusion, for they are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda is also transcendental. Always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. This Nityananda Das, this Narottama Das is very unfortunate, is very unhappy. Therefore, I'm praying to Lord Nityananda to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. Now we will sing the whole kirtan without the translation. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sisutala. Nitai Pada Kamala Koti Chandra Sisutala. Je Chaya Jagata Jurai. Je Chaya Jagata Jurai. Heno Nitai Bine Bhai. Heno Nitai Bine Bhai. Radha Krishna Paite Nai. Radha Krishna Paite Nai. Trida Koriyo Haru Nitair Pai. Trida Koriyo Haru Nitair Pai. Se Sambandha Nahi Jan. Se Sambandha Nahi Jan. Britha Janma Gelo Dhan. Britha Janma Gelo Dhan. Se Pashu Boro Durachar. Se Pashu Boro Durachar. Nitai na bolilo mukhe. Nitai na bolilo mukhe. Majilo samsara sukhe, Majilo samsara sukhe, Vidyakule ki koribe tar, Vidyakule ki koribe tar, Ahankar mataya hoya, Ahankara matta hoya, Nitai pada pasariya, Nitai pada pasariya, Asatyere satya korimani, Asatyere satya korimani, Nitayar karuna hobe, Nitayar karuna hobe, Braje Radha Krishna pabe, Braje Radha Krishna pabe, Dharo Nitai charana dhul khani, Dharo Nitai charana dhul khani, Nitaya charana satya, Nitaya charana satya, Tahara sevaka nitya, Tahara sevaka nitya, Nitai pad sada kuru asha, Nitai pad sada kuru asha, Narottama borodukhi, Narottama borodukhi, Narottama borodukhi, Narottama borodukhi, Nitai more korosu, Narottama borodukhi, Narottama borodukhi, Nitai more korosukhi, Nitai more korosukhi, Rakho ranga charanera pasha, Rakho ranga charanera pasha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Remove the share, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Shishutala, Jai Chaya Jagata Jurai, Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Shishutala, Jai Chaya Jagata Jurai. Jaya Nityananda Mahajan, 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 Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev, Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Jai Gurudev. Jai Hare Krishna. Very nice. A beautiful kirtan. Is it not so? So nice. Glorification of Lord Nityananda. Now, the second one we cannot do without glorifying Lord Nityananda in a particular way. So this is where there's a glorification of Lord Nityananda. Okay. Now we'll see the second kirtan, a sweet, small kirtan. I try to sing in a Western tune, Many of you must have heard it more past, So that we'll be singing now. It is, Prabhuji, you can share, Prabhuji, Sanjay Prabhu. So this particular kirtan, bhajan, this is informing us about Lord Nityananda. Sorry, if you just cut your share, stop the share, Prabhuji. I want to use some explanation. Excuse me. So this particular kirtan which we are going to sing now, it is about Lord Nityananda opening up a marketplace of the holy name. And that marketplace in Bengali it is called Namahatta. That is what we are called. West and Central Auckland, Namahatta. You will see some similarities now. Okay, I'll reveal something to you, more things to you. Okay, so this is the place. If you come, we go to Mayapur, I say wherever. One day we were there, we were very less time, We couldn't go to many places. I said, I want to go to Godrum Dweep. So there are Dweepas, like we were Ekachakra is where Lord Nityananda appeared. Yeah, it is Birbhum district. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in Nadia district, in Navadweep. It's called Navadweep. Nava means 9. Dweepa means island. So beautiful, even now. Beautiful place with Jalangi River, and there are 9 islands. Okay. So you can go by boat, crossing Jalangi, you can go by car, moving across, So there is this particular Dweepa island. It's called Godruma Dweep. Now Godruma Dweep, now of course they have made a big temple there. Earlier there was no temple. There was one place of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to live there. Bhakta Shrimani Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That house is still there. And this is the house where, remember, he saw sitting in his terrace, he saw vision of all world chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, on the other side of Jalangi. And that's exactly where we have got Mayapur. And Srila Prabhupada Samadhi, Pushpa Samadhi is there in Mayapur. Beautiful lotus building. So, in Godrum Dweep, is where Bhaktivinoda Thakur lived there with his family. There is his place. We can go to his room, his bed. We can go to the next bedroom of his son, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. His place, everything nicely kept, decorated. There's also Pushpa Samadhi of Srila Gaurkishora Babaji there, absolute nectar. Absolute nectar. Another nectar over there is that in Godrum Dweep, this place existed in Satyuga as well. When there was Pralaya and everything was devastated, that place still remained. We can go there. So in Godrum Dweep, there is another place, Bhajan Kutir of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He would sit there and write and meditate and sing. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur would also preach there. He had 100 Namhatta programs in that area. He was a deputy magistrate. And for him to come from Godrum Dweep, his home, to Krishna Nagar, where his office was there, the British had specially built a train track for small train, to carry him every day, only for him, from his home to Krishnanagar and back. Even now it is running. You can see the track even now. Beautiful, absolute nectar. Absolute nectar. And this is very rural area, very rural area. You get fresh vegetables and all this, beautiful. So I always go to the Godram Dweep. So don't take me anywhere else. That's where Namhatta begins. Namhatta, I always pray for all of you and for me as well. There, and for glorification and preaching of the Namhatta program. So this particular song is about Namhatta. And this was started by Nityananda Prabhu in Nadia district in Godrum place. And he is preaching Namhatta. Okay? And he is instructing what is to be done. So first we saw his glorification, we sang the kirtan. Now we are going to sing, it's a 4-line, simple kirtan, only 4 sentences. Sorry, 4 stanzas, excuse me. About what he wants us to do, what he was doing and what he wants us to do. Okay? So we saw about our Namhatta. Now we see what we are doing. Is it what he is telling us to do? Let us see. Jai. What if you can share the screen? Okay. This is a different tune, okay? So please repeat after me. Mine's muted, but you can sing it very lovingly. That's the first song. Kirtan, no? Okay. Nadia Godru mein Nityananda Mahajan. Nadia Godru Mahajan. Nadia Godru mein Nityananda Mahajan. Bhatiache naam hota jiver karan. Hota jiver karan. Bhatiache naam hota jiver karan. Bhatiache naam hota jiver karan. Shraddhavan jane. Shraddhavan jane. Shraddhavan jane. Now we read the translation. In the land of Nadia, the first, in the land of Nadia, on the island of Godrum, the magnanimous Lord Nityananda has opened the marketplace of the holy name, meant for the deliverance of all fallen souls. Haribo. Let's come to the next paragraph. Prabhu Ragnai, bhai, magi e bhiksha. 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 Bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, Guru Krishna shiksha. Bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, Guru Krishna shiksha. Bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, Guru Krishna shiksha. Bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna Shiksha Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Let's come to the translation. O people of faith, O people of faith, by the order of Lord Gauranga, O brothers, I beg these three requests of you. Chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and teach others about Krishna. Hare Bol! So what is he requesting us? Chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and teach others about Krishna. Aparad shunya hoy loho Krishna naam. 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 Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Being careful to remain free of offenses. Just take the holy name of Lord Krishna. Krishna is your mother. Krishna is a father, and Krishna is the treasure of your life. Krishnera samsara kori chhadi anachar. Krishnera samsara kori chhadi anachar. Krishnera samsara kori chhadi anachar. Krishnera samsara kori anachar. Jive doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Jive doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Jive doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Jive doya Krishna naam. Jive doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Jive doya Krishna naam sarva dharma sar. Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Giving up all sinful activities. Carry on your worldly duties only in relationship to Lord Krishna. The showing of compassion to other souls by loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna is the essence of all forms of religion. Nadiya Godru me Nityananda Mahajan. Now we'll sing the kirtan, not the translation. Nadiya Godru me Nityananda Mahajan. Pati ache naam hota jiver karan. Pati ache naam hota jiver karan. Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Prabhu Ragnaye Bhai Magiye Diksha. Prabhu Ragnaye Bhai Magiye Diksha. Bola Krishna Bhaja Krishna Koro Krishna Shiksha. Bola Krishna Bhaja Krishna Koro Krishna Shiksha. Bola Krishna Bhaja Krishna Koro Krishna Shiksha. Shraddhavan Jane. Shraddhavan Jane. Parad shunya hoy loho Krishna naam. Parad shunya hoy loho Krishna naam. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Shraddhavan Jan hai, Shraddhavan Jan hai. Krishna samsara koro chadi anachar. Samsara koro chadi anachar. Krishna samsara koro chadi anachar. Jivedaya Krishna Nam Sarva Dharma Sar. 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 Shraddhavan Jane, Shraddhavan Jane. Diya Guru mein Mahajan, Diya Guru mein Mahajan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Nadiya Gudru mein Nityananda Mahajan. In the land of Nadia, on the ocean of Godrum, in the island of Godrum, the magnanimous Lord Nityananda has opened the marketplace of the holy name, meant for the deliverance of all fallen souls. O people of faith, by the order of Lord Gauranga, O brothers, I beg these three requests of you. Chant Krishna, worship Krishna, and teach others about Krishna. Be careful to remain free of offenses. Just take the holy name of Lord Krishna. Krishna is your mother, Krishna is your father, and Krishna is the treasure of your life. Giving up all sinful activities, carry on your worldly duties only in relationship to Lord Krishna. The showing of compassion to other souls by loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna is the essence of all forms of religion. Hari Bol! Lord Nityananda Mahajan ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Now with this, what we discussed is a little history about Lord Nityananda. He is unlimited. His glories are unlimited. Krishna willing, every year we'll try and understand some of the glories, in between. And we spoke about Ekachakra, his birthplace. We also saw the importance of Ekachakra in different pastimes of the Mahabharata. Is Godrum, which is now in Navadvip, which is Nadia district, where Mahaprabhu appeared. Lord Nityananda being the elder brother, who is 12 years older to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he remained after Mahaprabhu disappeared. He remained for some time. Then he left, went back to Godhead. Very merciful. We saw he's no different than Balaram. He's the original spiritual master of all living beings. Without his mercy, we cannot get mercy of Lord Chaitanya. So if he rejects us, there's no hope. And without Lord Chaitanya, we cannot get the mercy of Sri Radha Krishna. I wish, Krishna willing, this year we can go to India. I think we may go to north, but we go east also. Once we go there, it's absolute nectar. Absolute nectar. Just like Vrindavan, this is it. We will be a little careful what to do, whom to associate with, and etc. Because many things are going on. But yeah, Hare Krishna. Now, Lord Nityananda Maharaj ki jai. If anyone wants to say anything, any questions or realizations before we can finish the chapter. We are about 19 minutes. So about, we were a bit delayed. So anyway. Yes, anyone wants to say anything, please feel free. Okay, so now at least we've got a couple of more kirtans, at least one to sing, in the Vaishnava song. Nadia Gudrum, it is favorite. First time I heard it, we fell in love with it. I'm sure everybody fall in love with this. First time you hear it, you fall in love with Nadia Gudrum, Nityananda Mahajan, You have to sing with guitar and everything, Yeah. Okay, then we'll come to the conclusion of today's special program of Lord Nityananda, Appearance of Lord Nityananda. And whose time is it to sing? Maharaj, please hear us.
My turn, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Whose turn is it? Is it my screen freezes? Sorry, excuse me. Did you say, Shubhadra, is it your turn, Shubhadra?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very nice. So here you are. You're on the screen now. You can say and sing with very nice actions. We'll all follow you. Okay, we'll mute ourselves. We'll follow you. Please start. 1, 2.
Maharaj, please hear us. We have learned some real good stuff. Maharaj, we have learned one thing. And today for you we will sing. If our room is clean, then our mind is clean. If our mind is clean, we can do anything. If our room is dirty, then so are we. But if we are dirty,
And if we are dirty,
we're not happy, wasting time is the greatest crime, because wasted time means a wasted mind. The best is your time, when you're in your prime, in your whole life will be sublime. If our wealth is gone,
if your wealth is gone,
if your wealth is gone, then there's nothing wrong. Because if your health is gone, then that's a different song. If your character dies, then the world will cry. Only saintly behavior, that humanity thrives. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. after so now
We must always remember Krishna.
we must always remember Krishna and never forget him too. But how are we to practice this with so many things to do? That is the greatest question. And here's the greatest clue. You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers you. So nicely that Krishna remembers you. So listen very closely and make your thinking sharp. Let's learn how we can live and work so Krishna won't depart. If something due tomorrow, finish it today. Whatever's due today, do it now, don't delay. Your friends might be lazy or doing bad things, but you think again, don't follow them, and you will win the end. Whatever work we're given, we do our really best. We only live with what we need and give Krishna the rest. This is how to live, to work and to play. You learn to live this way, you'll see Krishna every day. When our time is up, he'll take us up above. We'll sing and dance with him with a heart full of love. To chant Krishna's name, his glories and his fame is the only way this world will ever be complete. Ever be complete. Now please ask this greatest question. Now please ask this greatest question and find this greatest clue. And find this greatest. You must learn to work so nicely that Krishna remembers. No wait.
Only remember Krishna. You can only remember Krishna.
You can only remember Krishna
You can only remember Krishna
if Krishna remembers you.
if Krishna remembers you. Now, again. Now, please ask this greatest question. Repeat.
Now please ask this greatest question
Now, please ask this greatest question.
and find this greatest clue. Find this greatest clue. You can only remember Krishna if Krishna remembers you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jai, His Holiness Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Lord Nityananda Mahajan Bhagavan ki Jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Chandra Premanande.
Hari Hari Bo.
All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the lotus feet of Shri Guru and Shri Gaurang ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Namo Vishnu Padana Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Mahavishnu Goswami Namine. Namo Vishnu Padana Krishna Prasad Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Prasarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashate Desarine. So wonderful, Hare Krishna. We had a very nice program today. Okay, so what did Lord Nityananda instruct us before we go? What were his instructions? What is to be done? Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Koro Krishna, Shiksha. What does it mean? We chant Krishna's name. Yeah? You must worship Krishna and teach others about Krishna. Is it not we're doing? The only thing what we should do now is loudly chanting the holy name of Krishna towards all living beings, Harinam. Online we can't do that, but we're still doing it whenever we can. So when we meet together, we can do Harinam wherever we meet. Okay, Hare Krishna. So Krishna willing, next week we will meet the same time, same place. Till then, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you
Hare
very
Krishna,
much.
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram.